Hi, my name is Natalie Vedica. I'm the Director of Education for Freemotion Fitness, and today I get to teach you about the Incline Trainer. This is by far my favorite piece of cardio equipment in this industry. As a trainer, you can take this piece of cardio and actually interact with your clients now. No longer are the days that on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, come in and get your 30 minutes of cardio. No, you can be right there with them, and it's a paid session that you can interact with your clients. You can also utilize this piece of equipment in many programs. We offer many of those programs at Freemotion, and we're willing to come out to your club and to send one of our master coaches to teach you about Incline Fit or Rapid Fit. And we use this piece as the metabolic staple in these programs, and the results are massive. Before we get started on all the outstanding benefits that the Incline Trainer offers, I want to tell you a little bit more about Freemotion, this great company that started in 1999. And it all started on the foundation, on the statement that one-dimensional training does not transfer into a three-dimensional world where we play baseball, where we play tennis, where we play with our kids, where we run, where we walk, where we lunge, where we rotate. And that's what Freemotion is all about. And the coolest part about it is that we can create and experience many of those movements on the Incline Trainer. It's not just about running flat anymore. And we're going to show you that today. I've invited Tim Church, one of the master coaches for Freemotion, to come and help to teach you about the benefits, the unique, amazing, fun experiences that we can have on this piece of cardio equipment. So Tim, we're going to teach them about heart rate training and how it interacts with our body and our heart. We're going to teach them about muscle activation and fat utilization. We're going to teach you about the reason why the Incline Trainer goes to a decline. We're also going to touch on biomechanics, and then our favorite part, I'll speak for both of us on this, our favorite part are the variations. Again, this is not a cardio piece of equipment that you just run flat on. We're going to walk, we're going to side shuffle, we're going to even skip. And you'll see as soon as Tim starts to skip, he's already smiling, that it will put a smile on your face. We're going to share with you today some pretty amazing benefits. But it's important that you understand that we do research, and everything that we share with you today, it's the truth. It's based off of research done. Freemotion prides ourselves in doing the research to make sure that what we share with you is the truth. So now, Tim, let's get into the good stuff. We're going to start out with heart rate and how this Incline Trainer interacts with our body to affect our heart rate. So Tim, let's start on. Tim's going to start on the Incline Trainer, and he's going to start it at 24%, 2 miles an hour. And research that we did shows that at 24%, 2 miles an hour, you're having greater heart rate than if you were to be running flat at 6 miles an hour. So what we know, what this tells us, is that the greater the incline, the greater the heart rate. Tim, you've been walking now for about 2 seconds. Already, I'm sure that heart is pumping, right? Yeah, sweating and pumping. The Incline Trainer will also pick up a heart rate strap, or you can grab hold of the handles. Tim, let's show them the handles. Grab hold, and the machine will pick up your heart rate. This is so great for athletes, especially who are having to run lots of long miles. You can train your heart by walking, which protects our joints, which allows us to rest and have less impact on our joints. Now let's move on to fat utilization. This is one of those things that gets most of our clients excited, because when clients come to us, and I'll speak for myself, but I know Tim would say the same thing, that a lot of people that come to us and are looking for help are wanting to change the way their body looks. Sometimes they come to us with a scale number in mind. I want to lose 10 pounds or I want to lose 15 pounds. But really what I hear them say is, please help me change the way my body looks. Well, the Incline Trainer can help with this. And again, I'll keep touching on this. All they have to do is walk. And we found with research that a client or the user is in an oxidative state, meaning that they're using fat as their prime source of energy. Now remember the word prime. We're not just using fat, we're always working in all three systems. But at 21%, 2 miles an hour, so Tim, go ahead and bring it there, and we're gonna keep him right at that 2 miles per hour. That's what we found in research, that at 21 and 2, how easy is that to teach our clients? 21%, 2 miles an hour, that's where we're using fat is the prime source of energy. That's where we become oxidated. And we found that out through research using a metabolic cart. One of my favorite studies that we did on the fat utilization particularly was this. We had our client or our users run flat 6 miles an hour, and I'm not going to ask Tim to do that. He's going to keep walking on the incline. But what we found was that in 30 minutes, they burned 360 calories. Guess how many of those calories came from fat? 57. Then we asked for our user, our client, to walk at 21% incline, 2 miles an hour. So that's right where Tim is at. Overall, in that 30 minutes, they burned 296 calories. But guess how many of those calories came from fat? 194. So it just goes to prove that, yes, maybe flat at 6 miles an hour, there was a little bit of a higher caloric expenditure. But when you're walking on an incline, those calories are coming from the fat. And when I have a client that comes to me and says, Nat, please help me lose weight, what I hear is, please help me change the way my body looks so that I can feel better in my skinny jeans. Right, Tim?
That's right.
We're feeling better in the skinny jeans. So then we're moving now onto muscle activation, one of the next most powerful benefits of the Incline Trainer. When it comes to muscle activation, this is one of the things that you need to take away from this video today. This is the best glute machine in your club. This is the best glute machine in your facility. And when you have a client that comes to you and says, want my buns to be toner? Guess what? Put them on the Incline Trainer and have them walk. We found that from 15 to 18% incline, which most treadmills stop at the 15% incline, but from 15 to 18%, which is not a massive difference. So Tim, let's bring it down to that 18%. We found that in between those inclines, there's a 30% greater muscle activation. That means 30% more of those muscles in the lower body are turning on. We know that the more muscle we're firing, the more calories we're burning, right? Well, let's take this a step further. Tim, you ready for those higher inclines? Let's pull it up to 27% and above. So the glutes at 27% and above, they're activated 100%. Now that's compared to an isometric contraction. We also know that the hamstrings are activated 73 and the calf is at 90%. So talk about some muscle activation, talk about a calorie burn. And then we already know from our topic of heart rate that his heart rate is through the roof. And we know that because all of this muscle is having to be fed that blood and the oxygen. As trainers, we often find that it's difficult for our clients to get in the proper squat position. And in order for them to really honestly turn on those glutes 100%, they've got to be in good form and be able to squat deep enough to turn those muscles on. So let's have our clients start on the Incline Trainer and let's get those glutes activated. And then we can bring them to the dual cable cross for squats. Then we can take them to live axis for squats. The next benefit that we want to cover is decline training. Yes, this is the Incline Trainer, but it also comes to a decline. So Tim, would you mind bringing that incline down to decline?
No, actually I would not mind.
He would not
for
mind
a little decline
to come
right
to
now.
decline for a minute. Why do we have decline training? What's the point? One of the reasons is to be able to train specificity. If you think about our runners, marathon runners particularly, most marathons are at a decline. Do you know that? So most of the time our runners are running at a decline, but what are they training? Usually they're training on flat or they're training on an incline. And for somebody that lives in an area where they don't have the opportunity to train decline, they can do it right here on the Incline Trainer. It's also powerful for our elderly clients. The number one accident that our grandmas and grandpas have, they fall. Their body has forgotten. Their body does not have the ability to decelerate their mass any longer. So if we bring Grandpa Tim, to the Incline Trainer, and we put it at the decline, this is a controlled environment to allow his body to remember to turn on those muscles to build that power to decelerate his mass again. And I know this from experience. As a female athlete who has had 5 knee surgeries from a torn ACL, our female athletes are more likely to have knee injury. And it can be for a lot of different reasons. But one of the reasons is the imbalance of strength quad to hamstring. I was a soccer player, so naturally I'm going to build up my quads more and more and more because that's what my sport required. Well, because I had that imbalance of strength, I injured. The hamstring is less powerful than the quad, and therefore my knee suffered for it. This environment right here allows for our female athletes to help create that balanced quad to hamstring. In turn, it will allow them to have less injury in their sport and in their career. Now let's move on to some of the biomechanics. How the incline trainer interacts with our body. So Tim, I'm just gonna have you come to flat. So let's come up from that decline position, we're just gonna be at 0. Excellent. I'm gonna have you turn sideways into a shuffle. Just like how we would do in sport, right? Good, so notice, he picked up the speed because he's flat. He has a slight bend in the knee. Now, Tim is a trainer and he understands and realizes proper movement. Thank you for demonstrating that. Many of our clients won't naturally get into that athletic stance. Okay, now Tim, reach behind you, push that quick touch, and come to 20% incline, but continue to shuffle. You can take your speed down a little bit if you need. If our clients try and shuffle sideways on an incline, standing straight up, they're going to end up off the incline trainer. So this side shuffle, the incline trainer, and the interaction of the incline with the body allows us to instantly become that athlete, right?
That's right.
It puts us in that athletic position because you have to bend in your knees. You have to stay tall through your chest and through your spine in order to stay on incline and shuffle properly. All right, Tim, go ahead and step off to the side for a second because I'm going to have Tim start to run here in a minute. And so I'm going to give him a rest. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with the rest.
Okay, take a little bit to rest. When it comes to the biomechanics of running, we know that we want to have a midfoot strike right under the hip. And when you practice this on the incline trainer at an incline, it allows for your body to get into that proper form automatically. So we become more efficient in our run, more efficient in our power walk even, and less energy is exuded side to side, right? As a soccer player, I was used to having my arms out here because I had to push girls off left and right. And so I started to run a little bit with this rotation like this. Well, coming to the incline trainer, quickly those arms come down to my side, and quickly it comes chin pocket, because that's where my body becomes more efficient. So let's watch it with Tim. We're gonna have Tim run on the incline trainer. Let's come, you pick your speed, what you feel comfortable with. He's at 20% incline right now. And notice that midfoot hits right under the hip. Now Tim, I want you to exaggerate Natalie in the soccer days, arms are outside. It didn't look exactly like that, but close. It definitely makes it more difficult to practice those bad habits that we develop. It encourages us to become more efficient in our run. And you'll notice his turnover, it happens a lot quicker because he has to respond to the incline. So this is a great tool for us to work with our athletes to practice all of those proper biomechanics. Now we're moving into the fun part. This is our favorite part, right, Tim?
That's right.
And Tim is going to demonstrate all of these variations for us. Tim, go ahead and rest, sir. Let's save our energies for these variations. The incline trainer is so much more than a treadmill. Yes, you can run on this flat at 6 miles per hour, 12 miles per hour. You can run on it flat. And there's a purpose for that. That serves a purpose. But we can also begin to do and commit to many different variations of movement on the incline trainer. Tim's going to demonstrate some of these for us. So Tim, let's go ahead and start forward. What I love about these variations is it allows for that interaction with our client, and it allows us to progress them. Some of these variations are obviously a little bit more difficult than others. So we're going to start with a pretty basic movement. We're coming right into a soldier march, Tim. Show him a nice solid soldier march. So this trains that contralateral movement, just like how we walk, how we run. And now we're going to progress this into a skip. And now let's take this into high knees, Tim. Show them how it's done. Becoming a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more ballistic. Tim, and how about a squat jump projected forward? So we're going to, on a squat jump, we'll take our speed down around 1 to 1.5. And what you'll do is you'll float your body to the back and then notice how he's using his upper body to propel himself forward. Now notice the progression of that. Obviously, I'm not going to have Grandma start out with squat jumps, right? I'm going to have her start out with these soldier marches. And then maybe as we progress, we can take them into those squat jumps. So be smart about what we create, even on the incline trainer. All right, now let's show them some of our side variations. Anytime we're doing anything sideways, so like a side shuffle, side karaoke, we want to stay at 24% and below on our incline. And the reason for that is just the sheer force that it puts on the knee. Tim, how are we doing? We're breathing? Where's the heart rate?
It's up.
Good. So if you came in a little closer, you'd see the sweat beads. His heart is pumping, right? But he still has a smile on his face because it's fun. And that's what the incline trainer allows for us to do, is it allows us to bring some fun to the cardio area. Okay, we're side shuffling. So Tim, let's show him how we got there really quickly. So face forward. You're going to take your left hand and you're going to grab the opposite handle. Perfect. Keep your hand on the handle as you turn towards me. Let's come to that nice athletic position. Bend in the knee, nice and tall through the spine. And notice this hand right here too. It's allowing for him to have that stability. What we want to encourage for our clients not to do is hang on to it. But if they need to have that touch, if they need to have that little touch just for the stability or that feeling of safety, because this could be really different for a lot of people, then allow them to have that, but don't let them hang. And now let's move it into karaoke. We got Tim Church breathing hard on the incline trainer today. Good, 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind. 1 in front, 1 behind. And then you let go. And notice that rotation that's happening up here in that mid-spine. Yep, beautiful, Tim. Okay, now we're gonna take him backwards. Go and face backwards, Tim. Walking backwards, and pretty instantly, he's gonna feel this in the quads. Feeling it in the quads, but again, coming back to the heart rate. The cardiovascular system is at work while they're shuffling, while they're backwards. Could we add a skip?
We could.
Will you add a skip? Awesome. Eyes are up, chest is up. Beautiful. So those are just a few of the variations that we offer, and we include all of these variations into our programming. So when I was talking to you earlier about programs like Incline Fit and Rapid Fit, these are the kind of fun variations that we include into that programming. Your clients will continue to come back time and time again, and they will commit to the cardio programs that you put out there for them to become better and to reach their goal, because it is fun. It is different than just running flat and straight for miles and miles and miles and miles. Make it fun with the incline trainer, and while it's fun, they're receiving all of the amazing benefits that only the incline trainer can give. Tim, thank you so much for sweating for us today, showing us those variations. It's tough stuff. It definitely challenges you, but it's fun. I now want to touch a little bit on the console and what's so unique about the console on the Freemotion Incline Trainer. It has iFit capabilities. iFit is powered by Google Maps, and so what that allows us to do is map a course anywhere in the world. So I'm right here in Utah. I'm from Southern California, and there were runs that I used to love to do in California. I run it right here on the iFit console on the Incline Trainer. I run right past my home that I grew up in Southern California. My father's from Cabrigota, Italy. And I remember one time I went to Cabrigota through Google Maps, through iFit, and I mapped the course right by the house that my dad used to live at. And I said, hey Dad, come look at this, and showed him on the console. And he started to have tears in his eyes because it literally was down the street where he used to live. There's so many cool things we can do with iFit. But one of the greatest tools as a trainer is that it allows me to track, to help my client track their cardio. It allows us to see where they've started and then where they end or where they're getting. It gives us that measure to give them that encouragement. Another great opportunity to engage all of our members are the competitions that you can create within iFit. And then at Freemotion, we've also designed 2 challenges, the vertical feet challenges. There's a 20-minute challenge and there's a 5-minute challenge. In the 20-minute challenge, the user can run or walk forward between 18 to 30%. And their goal is to climb as many vertical feet that they can in that 20 minutes. Seth Wold holds the record at 1,975 vertical feet. Tani Bybee holds the record at 1,491. It's not an easy competition. I didn't say that. It's definitely a challenge, but it's just a fun way to engage our members. Also, there's the 5-minute challenge. It's a little bit quicker, a little bit more brutal, because you have to be at 30% incline the entire time. 2 of the Freemotion master coaches hold the record for that challenge. Jake Saunders was at 541 vertical feet, and Lee Labram is at 501 vertical feet. So take that opportunity to engage your members and try these challenges out on the Incline Trainer. This machine is so much more than a cardio piece. This, to me, represents the opportunity to help our clients reach their goals. Cardio doesn't have to be boring anymore. This machine gives us the opportunity to engage them, to make it fun again, and to also burn a ton of calories. We have the research, we've done the work, and now we're sharing the truth with you. Now take that information and go and share that with your clients to help them gain an understanding that they don't have to run flat anymore day after day after day to get in their cardio. Let's do some side shuffles on incline. Let's do some skips forward and put a smile back on their face. With the Freemotion Incline Trainer, bring fun and function back to cardio for your clients and your members.